So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Foot in.
Van Basten. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Played into space out wide.
Paz. For Çalhanoğlu. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Tarkowski is the guilty party there. Oh, that was close. Looking for options for movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So
he's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Messi.
And it's Van Basten. Searching pass he's played there. Look at the space here. And a chance! And again!
A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Rafael Leao. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Van Basten. Neither side yet able to find the net.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Camavinga.
FC Tokyo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Conte. Messi. And it's Ødegaard. And it's Serginho. Ødegaard strokes it back. And here's the Van Basten! That was probably asking just too much. And here's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Akanji. Xhaka gets a foot in here. Rafael Leao. Ødegaard. Now it's Lewandowski. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Lewandowski. And this is Messi.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Odegaard. Serginho. Here's a man in form. He can run onto that. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Conte. And it's Van Basten. It's Camavinga. Odegaard. And here's Van Basten. It's run loose here. Xhaka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, super find. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him. And this is Lewandowski. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a cute ball. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Van Basten. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Otamendi. Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Serginho. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Van Basten. And here's Van Basten. And this is Lewandowski. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, that was vital. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Ryger. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Van Basten. Well read. And the danger is averted.
The attendance for this match was 81,007.
Threads one in. And still, we await the first breakthrough. That has ended up in no man's land. Odegaard. And it's Van Basten. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Granit Xhaka. And here's Rafael Leao. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Conte. Serginho. He's found a way through. Now the delivery.
FC Tokyo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Dani Olmo. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Inter Milan still ahead by the game's only goal.
FC Tokyo really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitutions taking place.
So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no...
There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And yes, it's him again.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Oh, good-looking ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Decent progress down the left. Vlahovic looking to get on the end of this. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rafael Leao.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as neutrals. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Inter.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Nice-looking ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Soulé. Rafael Leao is onto this. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's onto this. He's picked his way through. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
He has a look out. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And here's Vitinha. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Figo. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Martinez. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cristiano Ronaldo. Paz. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely worked. Otamendi wins the duel this time. Dembele. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's through here. Oh, such a clever touch. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bonucci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. It's come to nothing. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Rafael Leao. And he's found a way past. Oh, can he get onto this? Tarkowski cuts it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Figo, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? That's a decent clearance. Paz. Soulé. Granit Xhaka. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Soulé.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Looking for a runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's straight offside. Pass somewhat off target. Çalhanoğlu. He's looking wide. crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Martinez. Now it's Rooney. That's a good ball. Soulé. That's an imaginative pass. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Let's look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Vitinha, nicely shaped ball, played into space out wide. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in person.
Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Mbappe unable to make it happen. Could be danger here. He's found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's
Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cleared without hesitation. Rafael Leao. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Figo. Figo tries making a foray down the right. Granit Xhaka. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Granit Xhaka. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that has put paid to that.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan are making a change now. Just eases him off the ball. Inter Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He can run onto that. Just the goalkeeper. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Wayne Rooney! Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Ronaldo. Dembele. He might be in here. Off the post. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Can he get it through? Dani Olmo. And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Rooney. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, Costa Curta.
Manchester United making another change here.
Number 19.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a decent chance! Great football, shot and save. Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Xavi. Probing pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Dembele stood his ground strongly. Kukçu. 5 minutes to add. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rooney. That's an excellent interception. Kukçu. Now that looks a decent ball. Dani Olmo, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And time is up. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got to be Danielson, hasn't it?
Yeah, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mode, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Driving forward. Camavinga. Danielson. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Produces a cross. Oh, well played. Neither side especially adventurous early on. That's a little off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now, what about this cross? Granit Xhaka. And Paz.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Tarkowski calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Camavinga. Granit Xhaka. Now it's Rafael Leao. Sule providing an outlet on that flank. Bullish header! They've done it!
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Offside again. Pass somewhat off target, and that has been slung wide. Danielson goes on a run down the left wing. And we have our very first corner. Surely now! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Stood up well to him there. Wriggles his way through. Mbappe! Camavinga. Great vision. Chips it through. Paz. Bastoni. Upamecano. Japan looking to pass their way through. Palmer. He's picked his way through. Palmer puts a cross in.
Japan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Danielson. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Camavinga. Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he cuts out the supply. Pirlo. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the... He's tried one! Oh, that was close. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Camavinga takes a shot! Goal! Inter! First blood drawn.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe! Looking for a runner. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for options for movement. Chance! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Inter really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Inter Milan are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5. Numero 18.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Il numero 8. Messi. Il numero 20.
Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And here's Kane.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball if he can get there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pirlo to Danielson. Upamecano. Can he get on the end of this? That's an imaginative pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position. Palmer gets across him.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Threads one in. There's the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. To further improve their position of comfort. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Back into the middle, looking tidy in possession here. Tarkowski makes the interception. Probing pass. Bastoni cuts it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Foden. Granit Xhaka. Now that looks a decent ball. Upamecano.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
He's gone for goal! Pirlo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Otamendi herring after the ball here. Paz, very much a player of the moment. Played into space. Camavinga. Bastoni. Pass is just off target. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Messi. Granit Xhaka. Here's Rafael Leao. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. And he shoots! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Gol per l'Inter.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Numero 21.
He gets big! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Danielson in with the challenge. Done delicately. Pinches it off him. And it's Kane. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Messi into the last 5 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Kukçu puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. That is a crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now he's got... Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. As you can see, we've already started here. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
Looking for options for movement, and Dijk cuts out the pass. Collier. And it's Camavinga.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well read, nice interception. And it's with the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this looks sharp. He is through here. He climbs up big. Goal! Santos! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration...
Big shot! In for the pieces!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Rafael Leao pinches it off him. And it's Camavinga. This looks promising. Oh, what has happened here? Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Royce. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Royce looking to get on the end of this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Roberto Carlos charging forward, the ball at his feet. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. Not much more than a formality.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
Santos are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Pull it. Cross needs to be good. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's being shifted off it. Rafael Leao. Soulé. Cafu. And he's whipped it across. And he was alert to it. Rafael Leao and Paz. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Now there's a fine ball, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Royce tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's managed to get rid. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Camavinga. Granit Xhaka. No, again there's no way through. Look at the space here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Sule, Camavinga. There's the whistle for half-time.
Teremos uma substituição.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
There they go, hunting in packs. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Played out towards the right wing. In by Hullet. Akanji clears it away. Santos have their second corner now. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rafael Leao plays it in. And that's the keeper's ball. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Royce. Oh, what a climb! Granit Xhaka. Santos appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Royce. Closing in on goal. The message is clear. None shall pass. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Dani Olmo. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. He's got away. He's found some space. Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substituição.
It's their second corner of the game. Definitely not one of his best.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 2, camisa 3, camisa 30,
That's
camisa
good pressing,
9.
squeezing the play.
Çalhanoğlu! Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Back into the middle.
Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's well positioned here. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Inter Milan really could have done without this. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it.
That is some save from Khan.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Son Heung-min really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Santos have their third corner.
Shot a goal!
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Çalhanoğlu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he finish?
Oh, he's been... That's another chance! Could move up a gear here. Oh, delightful ball. Nesta gets over and intercepts. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And the pass is intercepted. Akanji. Çalhanoğlu has a look and plays it forward. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Xhaka gets a foot in here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's a dangerous ball. Oh, he's got a sight of goal.
Foram indicados 4
added minutes on the board.
minutos de acréscimo.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he spark a counter here? And he's picked out the run. Tries a shot! Dani Olmo. And it's Vieira. And it's made its way to him. He's away! And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. And as you can see, we've already started here. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Face to face with the keeper.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
And it's Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hazard. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Mbappe. Soule.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Olmo. Well, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard. And the through ball. And he's had it nicked away. Look at the space here. Hoisted in. And he's there to clear it. And we have our very first corner. That'll be a throw. Albert Ferrer has it out wide and in space. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Akanji charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hazard. Still goalless. And that is expertly dealt with. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that should get the job done. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Albert Ferrer, a true great in every sense of the word. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb the numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's made its way to him. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Mbappe. Kane aims beyond the defence. And that could set him on his way. Shoots! Denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Albert Ferrer. And Guardiol. Hernandez. And it's Azar. And here's Kane. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Azar. Passes short and sharp. Mbappe.
Big chance!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Rodri. Somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great chance!
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Distributed tidily.
Deep big header!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Kane, and this is Neymar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Inter may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Otamendi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And it's Azar. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has not gone well. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looks to the other side. Albert Ferrer. Arsenal finding their passes. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Camavinga. Passing nice and neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's gone backward here. Oh, important interception.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that's a shapes to shoot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to belt it away. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Luis Garcia. Can he get it through? Shot could be on.
And the shot!
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Inter Milan really could have done without this.
Substitutions taking place.
Now, power or placement? It's hit the upright. Oh, this looks sharp. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. That's an imaginative pass.
Chance, surely!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That is a brilliant interception. And it's Modric. And here's Saka. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a great pick out. Mbappe! Now, can they get him away? The ball... Odegaard! Guardiola gets rid without sophistication.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Modric conjures time and space where few can. Albert Ferrer.
He's having a shot!
Oh, it's come off the upright. And that was very necessary. Looking tidy in possession here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to
There will
try
be
again.
1 minute added time.
And he's managed to gift it back. Looking to play him in. Drive.
Decent chance!
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And this is Modric. Now it's Isco. And it's Hernandez.
Chance! Oh, it's in! And surely that has won the day!
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Granit Xhaka. And here's Mbappe. Takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Chalobah. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Vardiol. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Soule. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Paz. And he's managed to get free. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Mbappe. Çalhanoğlu. Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still goalless. Bastoni. And it's Van Dijk. Reinders. And Gvardiol. And it's Ribéry. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here comes the corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. And back it goes. Granit Xhaka. Çalhanoğlu. Bruno claims comfortable. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chalobah. Ribéry. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Rafael Leao. Reinders. Searching pass he's played there. He's ruffled a few feathers. He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Leeds have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ribéry. And it's Kimmich. And Chalobah. Rijkaard. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ribéry. And Reinders. Chalobah.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Soule. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Haaland,
And the shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
more or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Leeds are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Reinders is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Vardiol. Rijkaard. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 19. Lascia il campo per il
Gets things going for the
numero 7.
second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Xhaka. Camavinga, and here's Rafael Leao. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Vardiol. Vardiol stood his ground strongly. Oh, good-looking ball, and it's Reinders. Ambitious ball here. Oh, important interception. Paz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Look at the space here. Otamendi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Defending was strong and firm.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Camavinga. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Leeds have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldinho. Backward it goes. Haaland. Guardiola goes steaming forward. Played in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the
Sostituzione
keeper.
per l'Inter. Numero 15.
Leeds have
Numero
their
10.
second corner now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22. Il numero 21.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kimmich. And it's Ribery. Spread neatly. Ronaldinho. He's got away.
He's having a shot!
Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Numero 11.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Leeds disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Inter Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Kimmich. And it's Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Camavinga. Hazard receives it in a wide position. And he's there to clear it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chalobah. Leeds clearly now in lead preservation mode. Takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And he welcomes it in. He's found the way, and the shot! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So, just the consolation, or is there a way back from here? Chance! And it's come back out to him. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. In the end, then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply, they were beaten. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against Inter.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And already we're underway here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good.
He's had a shot! Goal! Inter!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Mbappe. Paz gets a foot in here. Paz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Kudus. Now, can they get him away? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's an excellent interception. Now, he's got space here. Now, that's well seen too. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Shoots! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rafael Leao received... Oh, what?
Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Inter Milan go into the lead. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Hernandez. It's Pedri. Paz. And that's been won straight back.
Çalhanoğlu! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's chosen to go back. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Park Ji-sung charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rafael Leao. Soulé. Out for a throw. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. Çalhanoğlu has found the net here, of course. Eder Militao. Pedri. And it's Hazard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Hernandez.
That's good play from him.
Hernandez. Going full steam ahead down the left flank. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Might be danger here. Oh, he's caught him in or out. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Somewhat off target. Oh, good take, chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Big chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Inter Milan are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 37, Adams. Coming
Whistle
on to
goes,
replace him
and we
is
start the second
number
half.
11, Neymar. Substitution.
Sung. Hazard. Mbappe. Tries to pop. Decent chance! Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Searching pass he's played there. Pedri. Granit Xhaka. Park Ji-sung really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Granit Xhaka. Stood up well to him there. Pedri. And it's Kudus. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Rafael Leao. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Mbappe. Tarkowski. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high.
He's going for goal! And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So now the difference.
Tries a shot! This match was 61,052.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Neymar! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Neymar. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's on his charge, surely! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Kudus! Oh, almost a sixth. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Xhaka promptly onto that, and that is that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for a runner. It's made its way to him. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Neymar. Lovely ball. Can he finish? It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Granit Xhaka.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kudus. Park Ji-sung. Granit Xhaka. Now Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri proves just a little bit too strong. Dani Olmo. Kudus. Dani Olmo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kudus. Crosses it in, and the keeper beats it away. Hazard, and that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And that has left him in a heap. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Great defending, strong and determined.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance!
It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been... And another try! And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Beckenbauer does well to get it back. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Kukçu. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's claimed by the keeper. Nice looking ball. Akanji calmly anticipates. Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
And a chance! And he's done it!
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So we have the first goal. Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away.
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And yes, it's him again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kukçu. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played into space. Nicely worked.
Decent chance! Off the post.
Raul. Knocks it into space. Soulé. Threads one in. Camavinga.
Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is...
Just the keeper to beat, tries a shot, he scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi. And it's Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that looks a decent ball. Brilliantly cut out.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe looking to play him in. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8, Messi. Numero 4, lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
And the second half gets underway. Inter Milan changed their lineup for the second half. A reaction, no doubt, to the half-time score. And it's Camavinga. Tarkowski did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Mbappe, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. And this is Raul. Just a chance for a shot! He has done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Koundé, and he's being shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5 viene sostituito con il numero 9.
Costa Corta. That's a throw. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Has a shot! And that has faded wide.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Koundé. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's Park Ji-sung. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Aims beyond the defence.
Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Rodri, and he can clear it away.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Tarkowski. Lewandowski might just make this. That has not gone well. Granit Xhaka. That's a cute ball. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Koundé. Jorginho. Park Ji-sung. It's played through for him. Now,
Can he finish? It's in! How many? Just how many? The golf in class is
Assegnato al
vast.
73esimo minuto.
It's a mass exodus
Numero
now.
17.
Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in
Sostituzione per
droves,
l'Inter.
and you can't blame
Numero
them.
18. Lascia il campo per il
good looking ball.
numero 13.
Costa
Hazard.
Curta gets across to intercept that. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's in. Owen is on his own.
Great chance! They've scored! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting
Assegnato al
punishing.
81esimo minuto.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
And
17.
things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the
Viene
last one went in.
sostituito con il numero 16.
Camavinga! Goal!
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Lewandowski.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Camavinga, and it's Olmo. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rice. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Ribery. Now it's Rafael Leao. Dink through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rice. Chalobah. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Akanji gets a foot in here. That's a Valverde! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's Lewandowski! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. That pass has been well intercepted. Van Dijk. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Chalobah. Paz. Dani Olmo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ribery. Messi. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now this could be a chance. Paz. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Valverde. Now that's a lovely exchange. Rafael Leao. He's a sharp little ball here. Whatever he had in mind. And he's had a hit! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is wildly off target. And it's Camavinga. This ended up in no man's land. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Rafael Leao, played out wide. Sule's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Now this could be a chance.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A 1-0 lead established. Well, Rafael Leao is...
Real chance! He scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he spark a counter here? That is good alertness. No, that's been intercepted. Ribery. Rice. Granit Xhaka. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
And we're off again.
Il numero 19.
And that has left him in a heap. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Chalobah. Rice. And it's Valverde. It's Van Dijk. Valverde. And it's Koulibaly. Chalobah. Chalobah powering forward here. Messi looking to run onto it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Granit Xhaka. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through.
And the shot!
And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Goal! The second half sparked straight into life.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, what a ball! Oh, good-looking ball.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice-looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Gets into some space.
Bullish header! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are
Gol
cruising.
per l'Inter. Ha
A
segnato al
great
62esimo
delivery and a
minuto.
finish to match.
Numero
Yeah, it all
19.
came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Lewandowski!
Lascia il campo
Oh,
per
once he
il
made the save,
Numero
it didn't
11.
take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15. Numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4. Il numero 9.
Chance, surely! Valverde. Ribery. Gets a good foot in there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Camavinga. Up he goes! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe cuts it out. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, that was vital. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Lewandowski. Nice interception, well timed. Lewandowski, and it's made its way to him. And he plays one through. Great ball, and the shot! He's got a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Van Dijk. That's a little off target. He's through, it's one-on-one. Oh, goes for a shot. He scores. He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Gol per l'Inter.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Lewandowski, pass somewhat off target.
Ci saranno 5
A
minuti
well
di
cut out,
recupero.
no margin for error there at all. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Kudus. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, that's well spotted. Aimed beyond the defence. Big chance! Brought out the best in the keeper. And that is that. Inter Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find the different...
Real chance!
Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Now it's Messi. And it's Olmo. Stood up well to him there. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Araujo gets over and intercepts. He's on it. Can he get away? Victoria have reclaimed it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for options for movement. And it's Xhaka. And he's had a hit! Oh, just wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered?
I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Paz. Now Soule. Oh, a delicate chip through. Araujo. Quarter of an hour played. Vittoria looking to pass their way through. And the shot! Vittoria! Goal!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is good alertness.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome. Face to face with the keeper. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's gone backward here. Mbappe, Vittoria do have a chance to counter here. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Paz. Camavinga.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Akanji. Now he's got space here.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Knocks it into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Araujo.
Inter certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Real chance here. Oh, well played, well played. Camavinga. He's had it taken off him. Steaming on goalwards. Paz.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Soule. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Messi. That ball looks a good one. And he's running through. That has not gone well. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7.
And the second half gets underway.
Pelo jogador
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
He's had a shot! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has 2. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. Camavinga. Vittoria finding their passes. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think...
And Messi! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Hazard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Quality ball. Threads one in. Oh, that's fabulous. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Tries to play it through. And the through ball.
And the shots! And it's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar puts his foot on the gas. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Paz has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Plays it through. Played back in. Aldero gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Lewandowski. He's beaten the last man, and the shot's on here. Kachu!
Teremos uma substituição.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Now it's Hazard. Oh, it's Hazard! Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great vision.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Kudus. He's got away. Kudus. Kudus! And that is a routine catch.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been cleared. Now there's a fine ball. Kukçu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
4 extra minutes added on. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now, can they get him away? It's Lewandowski! Now, and another try! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards,
And Aubameyang! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Aubameyang is offering a right smile there.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a cute ball. More and more pressure on the ball here. Guardiola. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's Caicedo. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And the pass is intercepted. Çalhanoğlu is the quickly taken. Caicedo. Now it's Aubameyang. That is a brilliant interception. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stood up, Nakata! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. De Jong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Batistuta. He's picked his way through. Now it's De Jong. Chooses to go cross-field. Guardiola. Raul. Oh, easy pickings there. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! He's delivered all right! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Cannavaro gets his final warning.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
That is some save from Khan! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And he's gone looking for safety. Played out towards the right wing. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. And Batistuta! And that was probably asking just too much. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nakata! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Pedri. Pedri.
Nakata.
Going face-to-face with his great rival.
Looks a foul.
Yep, referee's given it.
And he is going into that little black book.
Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. Face-to-face with...
And the shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Knocks it into space. Aubameyang looking to get on the end of this. Some resolute defending there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Birmingham couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Hoyland. Guardiola. De Jong.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Nicely weighted ball. Batistuta. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Can he get on the end of this? Oh no, what has happened here? There's a no-nonsense tackle. And the half-time whistle goes. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Batistuta looking understandably energised after his goal. Caicedo. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's cut it out. Cleared without complication. Saliba. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. In with the challenge. Raul. Takes the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that has put paid to that. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21. Numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Chooses to go back.
Il numero 9.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Kudus gets flagged offside. Out to the left it goes. What a throw in. That is very well defended. Brzezinski. Now that's well seen too. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Into Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Great vision. Real chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Birmingham have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Numero 15, numero 18, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 20, il numero 7.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Aubameyang. Look at the space here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri. Brzezinski. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Kudus. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to get it away. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo running with the ball. Cannavaro. And he's gone backward here. Camavinga! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Foden. Brzezinski. Oh, that's clever. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
It's out for a goal kick.
Cambio di giocatori.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Pedri is onto this. Now it's Pedri. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Fernando Torres really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That has not gone well. Quality ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. No, that's been intercepted. Foden. And here's Aubameyang. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. 26th of May 2000.
Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was...
Rafael Leao! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Minamino. Picked out brilliantly. He could be in here.
Chance! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, that's well spotted. Here's the return pass. Gerrard. Raul. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
And the finish! Goal, Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Beckham. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, well played. Otamendi is there to clear. And it's Rijkaard. Gerrard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Rijkaard. To Gerrard. David Villa has got himself a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. And here's Baggio. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dani Olmo. Distributed tidily. And he's intervened well there. He's got away.
It's a mighty effort. Oh, crossbar! In he goes again.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hakimi. Rijkaard. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Minamino. And that's been intercepted. Beckham.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Dani Olmo. Caicedo. And that's a throw-in. Rijkaard. Koundé. Rijkaard. And it's Baggio. Now it's Villa. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That has not gone well. Gerrard. It's a good spell of possession, this. Played out wide. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Dani Olmo. Caicedo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Looking to play him in. Khan claims comfortably. Dani Olmo. And it's Minamino. Otamendi. Ambitious ball here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Minamino. And Paz.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now it's Villa. Now it's Raul. And he's searching through. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Inter Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Cambio di giocatori.
Here we go again. He's through here. That has been cut short. Now it's Villa. Now it's Gerrard. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Gerrard. David Villa. Oh, well played, well played. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Over to the left. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous.
And a chance!
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas, in the context of the game, he must save it. That is quite remarkable.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Koundé makes the interception. Rijkaard. Roberto Baggio. And it's Kukçu. Roberto Baggio is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Gets his head on it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he... He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's been caught napping. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodrigo. Messi. Great vision. Rodrigo. And it's Gerrard. And this is Roberto. It's Baggio! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Beckham plays it short. And here's Beckham. Now who's going to be first to this? Turns and goes back. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now this could be a chance. Lewandowski! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. Beckham. Rodri. And it's Baggio. Raul. And Baggio. Gerrard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lewandowski looking to add to his goal. Casillas. breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafael Leao. Van Dijk. Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, what a...
And he shoots!
And the keeper threw out a limb.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Gerard. Çalhanoğlu is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Van Dijk. That's ryger. And there...